diamond in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shining bright like a diamond. Beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Hi, how are you? And welcome to Simply Young. And our business building tonight is going to be with a really great topic. And Jack Canfield, who's actually a member of Simply Young and a longevity consultant, he has his new book out called The Success Principles, and it's a newly revised and updated version. I read the other one, and it was fantastic. And he really brought about some amazing information in here and really updated it as time goes on, with the new technology and everything. He's really shown you how you can use that new technology with in your business and everything. And anybody who's doing the Simply Young business and really wants to imprint some amazing principles in their lives and live by them and win by them, they want to definitely read this book. It's fantastic. And the principle that we're working on today is actually, it's about asking for what you want. It sounds so simple, but Jack says that history is filled with so many examples of incredible riches and astounding benefits that people have received simply because they asked for them. But surprisingly enough, so many people are so fearful. Fear rules them. I remember one of the really great hopefuls of longevity consultants that came into the company early on. After a while, he came to me and he said, I'm just afraid, and then he pulled out, and it's the fear that oftentimes will keep us from our greatness. And so then we'll learn to just, get by or learn to live with what we have rather than going for what we want, what we truly want. And it's not bad to go for what you want. A lot of people feel that, it's not right for me to do that and everything. And the truth is that it's not right for you to hold yourself back and not go for what you want in this life, because this is your life, So, and when people come into Simply Young, they'll come in because they love the products, and then they see the benefits, the opportunity that's involved with Simply Young, and then they don't really know how to get started. We're going to also talk about, asking for what you want, and also about the Simply Young 90-day game plan that can help you get what you want. So it's because it's not just enough to ask for what you want. You got to have a plan on how to get it, and we're going to share that with you today. So, that fear that we were talking about earlier is such a it's not just fear, but it's also the fear of rejection, or maybe looking too needy or feeling foolish, and maybe even stupid because they don't know exactly what to say, and they're thinking, they're going to just hear the word no. When in fact, if you're working with something that's really of value and you really are passionate about it, oftentimes what sells something, that when you're asking for something, is that incredible passion that you have for something, that excitement. I know when I started my gym in Malibu across from the pier, we went to friends of ours, and we were so excited, my husband and I, we were so excited about starting this gym, and it was going to be a world-class gym that people from all over the world would come to it. I mean, and believe me, they did. JFK Jr. would come, and Herb Ritz, the amazing photographer, Madonna, you name it, all the celebrities, Tom Hanks, it's so many amazing people would come there. And so it was really exciting because, though it's never easy to go after what you want. But if you're always just kind of putting up with what is out there, or you're living somebody else's dream, you're in the 40-40 club where you're working 40 hours and for 40 years, and you're living somebody else's dream, you're creating their dream for them, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. I just want you to know that there's nothing wrong with that. But what is right with you actually being able to help somebody else out create their dream, and yet you still can get your dream. So many people are coming into Simply Young right now. We are in a definite growth spurt right now. And I see it's just going nowhere but up, to be honest with you. I see the excitement in people and in our amazing products, in the purity of our products. And that's why we made our labels were so pure and so clear and everything, because we are such a pure system. And that's even our Pure Body Cleanse system is it's remarkable. I have to say I couldn't be more proud of every single item that we have in this amazing company. And I think everybody who's getting involved feels the same way. They're excited about it. So what do you do when you're in the midst of asking for something? How do you do it, right? Well, there's a couple things that I feel that are really, really important. Probably, let's say 5 big points that I think are going to make a big difference for you. When you're going to ask somebody, first of all, this is a kind of a Percy Ross. He's a self-made multimillionaire and philanthropist. He said, you've got to ask. Asking is, in my opinion, the world's most powerful and neglected secret to success and happiness. Wow, that's amazing. Coming from a multi-millionaire, right? You want to, and I'm always telling the Simply Young longevity consultants and associates coming in saying, listen, you always want to have a mentor. You want to work with somebody who's amazing in the company, who knows what they're doing, who's really excelling, because they are your example. That's how you learn. We learn in our family as we grow up. If we had a happy family, we learn to be happy, right? If we had an abusive family, we learned abuse and probably would maybe continue it or be so repelled by it that you actually would not do it, which is kind of a really awesome thing. But the bottom line is the first principle is you have to ask as if you expect to get it. Now, what do I mean by that? It's that passion that we were talking about. It's because your product so well, your company so well, and you know all the products so well that, and you don't have to know them so well, let me tell you, because we have all the tools for you to sit there and read through it so that you can say it perfectly. And before you know it, you will know it so well. But you have to ask with a positive expectation. You have to ask from the place that you've already been given it. That's really powerful, right? It's like you already expect that it's going to happen. That's faith. Faith is expectation. And that's how we create our amazing karma, or maybe we create bad karma, whatever. But the most important thing is being able to create. Karma is what we think, say, and do. So when you're living the Simply Young lifestyle and really living this, you get so excited because when you're going to ask somebody for, to try something out, here, I want you to try this or whatever. And because sometimes we pick up on the cues, right? We're always looking for their cues of what would really benefit them, because everybody has something going on. They could have osteoporosis. Our longevity calcium shake is one of our best sellers. It's an amazing product. So many people have challenges with their hair, skin, and nails. It's real obvious for that one, right? You can figure that one out really easy. A lot of people have challenges with their weight. The Pure Body Cleanse system is a shoe-in to the our Pure Body weight loss program. And then you have, of course, the if you see broken capillaries and things like that on their skin, that's a very good indication that their vascular system is breaking down. And their Longevity C, with all of its amazing antioxidants, some of the highest in the world, plus its plant hyaluronic acid in there, is just an amazing product for that. And then, of course, the skincare. When their skin is not looking that great, how many people have amazing skincare, and we really have some of the best skincare I've ever seen. And especially even for our price too, it's an amazing price. We definitely could have charged more, but we chose not to. And it's just a win-win company, right? And then we've got amazing fermented foods. I was just with Dr. McCullough the other day, and he was talking about one of the most, that was his topic. It was like healing the gut. And he's speaking to thousands of people. And he's saying, this is one of the most important things right now. And so our Mediterranean protein shaker, and quite, in our Tropical Digest and our Pure Body protein and Pure Body lean protein, all have amazing digestive enzymes in there and that are off the charts incredible. And our Pure Body digestive flora also has it. And so our determination is to truly help people heal, to live an amazing life, to win in their life, to become like physically, like their health, their health is going to just excel and be able to be like a champion and be able to speak with such confidence. And that's where the passion comes and the excitement, because it's working for you, right? And you can be assured that you are not getting any kind of chemicals that we possibly know of. We are so scrupulous, and that's why sometimes it takes a little while sometimes for our products to come out or something, or if we're making a little shift in something. But we've got amazing products, and there's a purpose and intention for everything. So when we're asking with this positive expectation, and you're asking from the place that you already have been given it, it's a done deal. You ask as if you expect to get a yes. Can you do that? Can you step into those shoes? Can you hold your body high and have that amazing passion and positive excitement about an amazing company, and to be able to share this and be able to say, yes, I'd love for you to try this product. Give it a month. See what it can do for you, right? You get to ask for that. And then the second principle is assume that you can. A lot of people already project things. Oh, it's not going to work out anyways, or it's going to be too hard. I can see it's not, this person's not going to be into it because, they're really heavy, and they're just sitting there, and they're just, not, just, they look sad even, and they're probably not going to go for it. Whoa, hello. Those are every sign that I just said, with the signs that I would say, absolutely, I would reach out and just totally treasure this person's life and on the deepest level. And so when you assume that you can, you don't start with the assumption that you can't get it. If you're going to assume anything, assume you can get it. You can get an upgrade. Go even higher, right? Assume you can get a table by the window, right? Why not? But overlooking the ocean. Seriously, I'm always like, people will park like a half a mile away sometimes in a parking lot because they see so many cars there and everything, and they're like, oh my gosh, there's just no spots. I better take this one. But why don't you think, oh, I know I'm going to find a place right up front? Why don't you think that way? I think that way all the time, and so you can assume that upgrade. You can assume to be able to be up by the front door, or you can assume to be by the window and ask for that. Ask to be able to be by that window so that you can be by the ocean and be with the one you love, or the person, that you're with or whatever. And you get to have an amazing experience because of it. Why not experience the best? Assume that you can return something without a sales slip. That's a really big one, because oftentimes, and even if let's say they were to give you a credit, like on a card or something, how great is that? Because especially if it's someplace, your chances are you're already shopping there all the time anyways, right? And so that's a great thing. And because then everybody gets to win. They win because you're going to be coming back, or chances are you're just going to go right back in there and buy something, and you'll probably spend more, So assume that you can get a scholarship. Like my son, he got into NYU, and of course, there's another great school, Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, because he's really a smart child. He's our boy, I should say. He's a young man, and he is really quite brilliant. And in the engineering schools, they want him because he's so incredible. And the thing is that this is NYU is, I don't know if you know, but it's the most expensive school in the entire country. I mean, and his SAT scores were for math and science were, I mean, he could have gone into MIT or Harvard, you know, but he actually wanted to go to NYU, and because they have such an amazing engineering school, and you get a lot of like Nobel Prize winners, and really, I mean, he could be by the best of the best people, you know, and learn from them. And so he, you know, and you know, his father said, well, let me try to just get him into San Luis Obispo. It's going to be cheaper and everything. And they, believe it or not, they're probably as good a school, if not better. But he really wants to go to NYU. And I'm like saying, no, let's raise the bar here. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if with what we can how we can make this happen, you know? So you get to assume that you can get, like, you can get a raise, that you can get tickets at a late date. I mean, even at the night of a concert or something, and even if it's sold out. I mean, still assume that you can do that. Live the dream. If you had a dream to go see Mick Jagger or something like that, you know, I remember I was young, and I drove all the way from Omaha, Nebraska, all the way up to, with a couple friends, all the way, and we'd gotten tickets to the Rolling Stones, and all the way up to Boulder, Colorado. Love, 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 love Boulder. And we were so excited. And we were getting ready to go into the concert, and we realized none of us had money to get home on. And it wasn't like right for us to, and it was outside, you know, like in the what's that really amazing outside theater or whatever that they were performing at. And anyways, and we realized that, okay, one of us was going to, in order to get home, we were going to have to, and we could get a lot of money for the tickets. One of us is going to have to sell our ticket to get home, because we tried every way to find a way to get home. We didn't have enough money. So we all decided we weren't going to leave each other, and we were going to actually, you know, honor each other, and we were going to all sell our tickets, and we made a lot of money. And so what we did was we sat outside, and we could listen to the concert from outside, and it was really fun. But, you know, sometimes that happens. But you know, we went all the way, and sometimes that's what will happen. But it was really awesome. The third thing is ask someone who can give it to you. You need to qualify the person. You need to go in and do your homework. Who would I have to speak to get what I'm looking for, right? Who's authorized to make a decision about what I want? What would have to happen for me to get what I want? These are really important questions that you've got to ask, and you've got to figure it out. And so you've got to go find the right person who could actually help you. Now, this is, and to be honest with you, when I'm even talking about when you're asking something, I know a girl who actually I don't know her, I know of her, and I shouldn't say that, but that she actually went to a big real estate company, and she thought, I'm going to see if the owner would like to bring in this cleanse. And if they want to bring in the cleanse, and, you know, because a lot of their realtors were overweight, and they were kind of depressed, and they were going through a hard time. It was kind of, you know, not too long ago, and it was a little slow in the year and everything. And she had enough balls to ask if by chance he was interested in doing the cleanse. She got him on the cleanse. He loves the cleanse. And now he's considering he's going to offer it to all of his agents. And any of them that would sign up, they would be signing up under him. So how powerful is that? Because even the owner of a really amazing real estate company is looking for another stream of income, you know, and it's all you have to do is ask. So there's so many ways for you to grow your business. And to, from the just simple connecting with somebody and giving somebody a sample, or maybe even giving them, you know, when we have for instance, when we have our coupons, getting, you know, when they buy a product, you give them a coupon. You know, when we have those coupons there, you know, giving them a coupon so that they get another product. Because here's what the truth is, and this is the retention rate. What we're seeing, the more that the people buy the bigger packs, for instance, the Eternally Ageless product, Freedom Pack, that product pack, the ones that we have sold, what we're seeing already has been so incredible, is that people are buying more of the products that they've tried. And because they get to try everything, the cool thing is that because they get to try everything, they find things that they really like. And you know what happens is they actually end up buying more in the month because they really love the product. They believe in the product more than you can imagine. And the thing is, and so that makes it really easy for them to do their business because they believe in it so much. And so it's easy to share. It's easy to, I tell this story about the one guy who had bought the cleanse when it first came out, and he took it to work, and he just brought it in, and he took out the little enema bucket, of course, and then but he put in a little container of his lunch, and he had all the other products in there, and he said it was so easy because I could take it wherever I was going, because sometimes he had to go and see clients and he knew he had to take a drink, so he took it with him. And what happened was at lunchtime, when he went to go have his lunch and have his shake, because he would do the 2 shakes, first thing in the morning and then at noontime, what he would do is he started to have his little lunch and have a shake and everything, and people started asking because they loved that box, that little milk. It looks like a little cool milk box with a handle, right? And they love it, and they were asking all about it because it's such a cool box. And he said, "Oh, I'm just I want to lose, like 6-7 pounds." And it's so easy. I can take it wherever I go. And they said, "Oh, is it good?" And he goes, "Yeah." And he said, "Try it." He ended up selling 2 cleanses that day. And then the next day he sold another 2. So it's really amazing because people see our products. They love the name. They love the name because who doesn't want to grow young, right? Simply Young. It's like youth from the inside out. Yeah. There are so many people. The consciousness of this company and the consciousness of the people coming in are just a perfect match. They really, really are. So, anyways, so we're the other thing is be clear and specific. Oftentimes, in seminars, like I know, either I'll say it or one of the leaders will say, "Who wants more money?" And when somebody raises their hand, I just give them a $10 bill. I give it to them, and now they have more money, right? Are you happy? Are you satisfied? And they're like, "Whoa, no, I want more than that," right? People want more than that, and it's not that they're never happy with what they're getting, but if you know that you could have like maybe a nicer car rather than a one that's ready to fall apart, or if you know that you could have get your kids into a better college or whatever, that's what I'm working for right now. That's what I work for, is to get my son into NYU. Then that's what I'm going for, a much bigger, more I don't know, more satisfying life. So so then let's say I give them a couple more dollars. Is that enough for you? And they're like, "No, I want more than that." Well, how much do you actually want? You could play this, little game for more, for more dollars for days and never get what you want, right? And maybe you're doing that. Maybe you're not getting enough. And so you have to look at what it is that would make you happy. Okay. And for some people, you want maybe an extra $500 a month, maybe, or maybe they want an extra 250 a week, so an extra $1,000 a month. It's all how you're going to look at it. But they have a number. And that's what I'm really asking you to do is figure out the number. Okay. So if the person gives me a number, then I point out how important it is to be specific to them. And that's what I'm saying to you, because vague requests produce vague results. Your results need to be specific. So when it comes to money, you need to ask for a specific amount. So if you're going to go ask somebody for something, and let's say you want them to buy, and products are an amount. So if you want them to buy the Eternally Ageless Freedom Pack, well, and because that they're going to get to know all the products, and there's going to be a lot of the products that they're going to love, and if they're starting their business, they don't know every single product that are in the company, then that they're at a disadvantage because they can't share with other people, and they're missing a little link that could, that they could be sharing with somebody and saying, "Oh, I see, you got some thinning hair here. I've got this amazing longevity hair, skin, and nails, and stuff." So anyways, so it's very important that you be very specific. Don't say, "I want to raise," or, what you want to say is, "I want to raise $500 a month." That's what you do. So when it comes to when you want something done, don't say soon or whenever it's convenient. You need to be specific on the date and time. So this is making you accountable and making them accountable, or you're making them accountable, truly. So, and you don't want to say, I want to spend some time with you this weekend. What you say is, I'd like to go out for dinner and a movie with you on Saturday night. Would that work for you? Or I'd like to meet up with you at the coffee shop, and I want to show you my new opportunity. I have an amazing opportunity. I think you're going to really like it. And you don't need to get into it, and just say, I'd love to meet you there. What time works for you? That's what you want to do. You need to be specific, and you need to be laser on it. Okay. So when it comes to behavioral requests, be specific. Say exactly what you want the person to do. You don't say, I want more help around the house. I want you to wash. What you want to say is, I want you to wash the dishes every night after dinner and take out the garbage, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday nights. Does that work for you? Or it does. Or what would you like to do? Something like that. Then you can you can negotiate it, right? And then the last thing that is really important is you need to ask repeatedly. One of the most important principles of success is persistence. You never want to give up. Whenever you're asking others to participate in the fulfillment of your goals, some people are going to say no. They may have other priorities, commitments, and reasons not to participate. It's not a reflection on you at all. So don't take it personally. Just get used to the idea that there's going to be a lot of rejection along the way to get to your goal. And so the key is not to give up, right? When someone says no, you just keep on asking. Why? Because when you keep on asking, even the same person again and again, you might get a yes. They might just say, okay, I'll check it out. Because you keep asking them to check it out, asking them to check it out, and then finally you get to show them your opportunity, the SY opportunity. Wow, or show them the cleanse and get them going on it. It's like that. Then they're like thanking you. They're so grateful that you were persistent, because that's how change occurs, right? So on a different day, when the person's in a better mood, these are times when you might want to pitch them again, okay? So when you have a new, maybe some new data to present, like let's say, like you're just working newly with the Pure Body Cleanse system or something, and they haven't even seen it, or you knew one of the protein shakers come out or something like that. You want to show it to them and let them try it and see how they like it. Or maybe after you've proven your commitment to them, maybe when circumstances have changed for them. Other times, maybe when you've learned how to close better, because you're going to learn on every single person. So don't go to the people that you really, really want to close right away. Go to people that are more inviting to you, and it's perfect strangers are the perfect people to start experimenting with this, and start asking questions, and sharing the opportunity. Maybe when the person trusts you more, when you have, maybe you're going to be, everybody has to pay their dues in when they start a new business, right? Or maybe when the economy is better. But when the economy is bad, that's actually one of the best times for someone to try out the products and get excited about the products and the opportunity, for sure. So, kids understand the success principles better than anyone. They'll ask the same person for the same thing over and over again, like their parents, without any hesitation. They eventually wear you down. Once read a story in People magazine about a man. This is not actually coming from me. This is actually Jack Canfield said this. He read a story in People magazine about a man who asked the same woman more than 30 times to marry him. No matter how many times she said no, he kept coming back. And you know what? Eventually, she said yes. So always, always ask. It's so awesome. Okay, on our last 2 minutes here, or a couple minutes, I should say, we're going to talk to you about the Simply Young 90-day game plan. Now, when you come into this business, you want to give it all you've got, because when you're starting any business, if you're going to invest into a business, you're going to give it all you've got, even if you're working part-time, right? If you're working full-time, you're going to be working. I mean, when I started my business, I was working 16, 18 hours a day sometimes, and my honey would put me to bed, and my daughter would feed me. It was like that crazy. So you need to ask help, right, from your family to support you during that time, because then you can really get off the ground like an airplane, because you're not going to get off the ground if you only put in 20%, put the throttle on for 20%, right, or 40%. You're going to get off the ground? No. How about 60%? You're going to get close to the end of the runway and you're going to say, uh-oh, I don't have enough speed and I'm going to crash and burn. So you need to give 100% because it's only at giving 100% that you can get the momentum that you need to have an amazing, that passion, that excitement. And let me tell you, passion and excitement can grab anybody's attention and they want what you have. They don't even know what you have, but they want it, right? So when you're pulling that throttle all the way down and you're going full fledged, you're going to be able to get off the ground and get up in the sky, and finally you're going to get the momentum you need, and then you're going to be able to put it on cruise control, and you're going to be able to sit back and you're going to be able to work one-on-one and work with groups and create the amazing business, that you really want to create. Because Simply Young is raising the bar in the relationship marketing. Because why? Because we're bringing in products that are absolutely, they're intentional, they're evidence-based, they're products that people want to grow young by, and they're proven to, and they don't have all the garbage that a lot of the other stuff has out there, and they're from real food and herbs without the chemicals and the pesticides and the herbicides and the just the junk that they're putting in, and the fillers that they're putting in there, and the excipients and things like that. This is the real deal, and they are amazing products, and they're things that you would want every day, and that you would need every day. And it's not always taking a pill. It's taking an amazing drink. We made with the Tropical Digest the other day. We were sitting by a pool, and we made the most. We gave it to the bartender, and you made them do a blended up Tropical Digest, and we gave them one, and we were giving everybody one at the pool that we were at, and we had so much fun. It was incredible. And needless to say, and we were saying, how does that make you feel? And people were going, it feels good. They were feeling great. What would you say if we told you that it could actually take out you have any aches and pains? And they were like, everybody had aches and pains. And I was like, what if we were telling you that possibly could take out the aches and pains in your shoulders or in your knees or in your back? Would you like that? Yes, 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 yes. And help you digest and help you, clean up your gut and everything. You have any bad digestion or anything? And how many people had terrible digestion? It was amazing. So it was really, really fun. Anyways, so what you're going to learn real quickly here is why it's worth creating this huge burst of energy, and what you're going to do. What are you going to be doing? When you come in and do the 90-day game plan, you're going to be recruiting 20 people in 30 days. And it's really crucial. You're going to learn why it's worth creating this huge burst of energy, and what would it be worth for you to recruit 20 people in the next 30 days. It's a new way of thinking. It's going to broaden your horizon. And how do you get 20 recruits in 30 days? So this is the trends of the multimillionaires. And you may not want to become a multimillionaire. You don't have to be. It's not that important. I've been fortunate that I am a multimillionaire, but and it's only because I do what I love. And that's the truth. I've never actively pursued it, but I've gotten it because I love what I do, and I love helping people. So the majority, or about 80 to 90% of the success of these multimillionaires, there was studies done, and it showed in the relationship marketing that the ones who really won, that were doing 6 and 7 figure income earners, they could pinpoint that 80 to 90% of their success came from their first burst of success. They're going out and finding 20 people in the next 30 days. You know what I'm saying? And so the difference between the 6 and 7 figure earners is that the 6-figure income earners did the 90-day game plan only once, while the 7-figure income earners did it 2 or 3 times, and each time they went up a notch. Each recruited about 20 people in 90 days each time. And so what I'm going to tell you right now, that there are a lot of myths about relationship marketing. I know it's an amazing, powerful tool, and it's an amazing way to have an amazing business that can pay you the rest of your life, forever. And even your kids, when you go on, you can give it to your children. The first one is to go slow and steady. And the truth is oftentimes you're not going to win the race. It's like the tortoise and the hare. This is a great example. The tortoise always won because he was steady. He was going slow but steady, and the hare just went off and went crazy and got lost and started hopping everywhere and whatever. But the truth is, you need to be the hair initially. You need to go run, take charge, and run with this amazing burst of energy, because you need to get, you remember, you want to get off the ground. Exactly, and so any career is going to require this, whether you're in the corporate world or you're starting your own business. You got to go nuts and give it 100%, and you got to ask for help from your family or your mates and everything, because they need to support you in this. And if they do, they're going to all win from it, right? If you're one of the sole income earners, you're going to be asking them to help, because what do they get? Well, we're going to talk about it in just a minute. Okay, and then the other myth is, if I recruit one person a month, I'm going to be able to really, have a strong business the rest of my life. And the truth is oftentimes you're not going to get the altitude, because you didn't get that burst of energy. You're not going to be able to get that altitude, and you often just kind of, you don't have that really incredible passion to make it happen. And so I'm urging you you need that burst of energy to get off the ground. You need to give it all you got for that short period of time. And if you do that, you're gonna be up there. You're gonna start being an amazing income earner, and you're gonna be so fulfilled, and you're gonna be loving your life. You're gonna, and I'm not saying it's gonna be easy, because I don't care what business you go into, whether you're gonna work in the corporate world for Dean Witter and you're gonna go work for them for nothing and just work for them for a while and then build up your business. Everything takes an incredible amount of energy if you want to get off the ground. But what if I told you that you could work in this business a couple of years and really work it hard? I mean, and even if you're working a part-time, sometimes there'll be 8 hours a day in between your breaks and your lunch hour early in the morning, once you get off work, or on your driving home on you call in from the car or whatever, but never do it where it's going to be a scary thing for you, right? Okay. But so this is really, these are important principles, and these are important myths that people think, oh, I can do it this way and it's going to be better. But the truth is you'll be okay doing it, but if you're not going to really get to the level that you really want in the time that you want. Okay. So you have to be realistic. So the third one is, well, just don't quit. It's not enough to just not quit. You have to grow. You must say, I'm not going to keep going on like this. I'm going to learn. I'm going to grow. I'm going to, when you know your higher purpose, you know that I love helping people. I love sharing these products. I love what I'm doing, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to continue to share it with people, and because you never know, these people, they could be amazing customers for the rest of their lives. They'll be lifers when they have these type of products. Trust me, people will become lifers, and they're not going to want to be without it. Okay, so you're going to recruit 20 people, and so those were the big myths that you really need to realize that you're not going to get to where you want to be. So when you're recruiting 20 people, or whatever the number is going to be in that time, you got to ask this question. What's the big question is, what would it be worth to you if you could recruit 20 people, 20 new distributors in 30 days? The first thing is, write it down. You're going to write it down right now. What would the upfront commissions be? Well, we know that like the people that are going and working, and I have people that all they're doing is selling the Eternally Ageless Freedom Pack, because they know that if they get to know all the products, they're going to have better success. There's just hands down, that, because they want winners on their team. Okay. And if everybody does that and they're getting things that they actually need, everybody needs these things right now, everybody. And there's not one of these products are things that they don't need. And so what would the commissions be? So if you brought in 20 people, okay, and you brought in 20 people and they all got the Eternally Ageless Freedom Pack, well, that'd be $4,000 right there, right? That's a nice way to start off, right? And then there's other bonuses when you do that, just so you know. So whatever those bonuses are going to be, and then think about, what would it be? What would you earn over the next 12 months? Well, okay, so look at it this way. So if you brought in 20 people and they all got the Eternally Ageless Freedom Pack, and you've created 10 new downlines, 10 new legs, right? And because you don't need to be putting your people under everybody else, because you're not bringing in laggers. You're bringing in people that actually want to do this business. So what you're doing is you've got 10 people across, 10 legs across that can create amazing income. And let's see what that could be over the next 12 months. Okay, so let's say by the end of 12 months, you brought in, you've got those 10 legs, and the people underneath you plus the other two, and then them plus two, and then those people brought in two, and it went down the 6 levels, okay? And the average order right now is about $100, and it's probably going to be more in the next time I look at it, because it's raising every day. It's going up because we're not the normal company. These products are amazing products, and we don't count product packs in there ever. It's all about what people are ordering, from their auto ships to their orders that they just want. And so it's averaging about $100 now. So if that's true, so and you've got 126 people in just that one leg, and then you've got 10 of those legs, right? Okay, in that one leg, you're going to make over $1,300 just from that leg, just from that mere, everybody doing what they're supposed to be doing. Okay, it's well over $1,300. Okay, so if you did that across the 10 legs, how much is that? It's a lot of money, right? So how would you like to have an extra $10,000 in your pocket on a regular basis? That's nice, right? Okay, and that's what those 20 people can generate. On our next call, we're going to show you how you do that, how you create 20 people in 20 days. Anyways, and then what are the lifetime earnings going to be on that? Okay, and because we just keep, Simply Young just keeps bringing out amazing products that are cutting edge, incredible food and herb products that people love and want. So it's only going to get better. It's like going to the grocery store, right? And then, so would that help you go up to advance in rank also by doing that 20 people in 20 days? I mean, in 30 days? You better believe it, right? And to be able to get up to you'd be able to get up to platinum probably. When you look at the commission structure, that is where it's going on, and we're seeing people get up to the platinum very easily, because when you look at what it takes, you only need 5 people coming in that qualify as the longevity consultants. So, and then you need 3 associates. So it's pretty exciting. And then if you were, just imagine what it's going to be an example for your team when you're rocking like that. What would that be worth to you? Do you think this team's going to want to be like you? You better believe they are. They're going to want to walk and talk like you. They want to have that passion like you. You're an amazing example. You're so awesome that you can bring in all those people in such a short amount of time. That's incredible. I mean, it's going to bring you a lot of not only value, but the prestige of it, and what would that be worth to you? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's you're going to see what can you do with that extra 10 grand a month. You know what I'm saying? And then so you get to add all that up. Okay, that's why you're doing that. You're putting all that energy, and so you got to plan for that. So you have to be honest with the numbers. Can you afford not to do it? Well, think about it. Because when you look at those numbers, it's pretty exciting. And just think about it, because we have created I believe, the most solid structure of any company out there right now in what we're doing, and in its evidence base, and it's changing lives. And now keep in mind, our Pure Body Cleanse System is not your average cleanse system. It's got a deeper intention, and you get to learn all about that. So you want to know all about that, because you're going to see a lot of people very, very ill in the next years of your lives, and the cancer rate is off the charts. How many people know people that have cancer and heart, health challenges out there? And I'm not saying we're out there to cure it, but we always know that we can, if we can feel better, our health can get better. You know what I'm saying? And if we can give our body the right nutrition, it's like the engine knows what to do, and it starts to push out the bad garbage that's in the engine and move it out. Okay, and that's what we love. So, and remember, success loves speeds. 20 recruits in 30 days. What's going to happen is about 12 are going to do something. 8 are going to probably just disappear, and so these 8 are going to look like leaders for about 90 days. But in a year, the truth is that you're going to have for sure at least four people in a year, and 4 of them are going to be so solid, but probably one of them are going to be doing more than half of the volume, because they're going to be that little Rhonda out there that makes it happen. That Dr. Rhonda, who she's out there always making it happen and everything. She's creating amazing opportunities for so many people out there. She's so creative. She's so amazing. She trains her people. She has got it going on, and so you need to set a goal to do it, again. Even if you do this 20 people in 30 days, you someday you're going to want to do it again to get that momentum going again. So, because here's what happens. If you do one person per month and you're moving along or whatever, and you've got maybe 8 that are going to do something, you're going to maybe have 4, in 120 days or something like that. You may have 1 in a year. You just don't get any momentum, and you don't feel like you have a team. You're not able to create a real team. But when you're going out and intentionally, with passion, picking your team, and they get excited about it, you guys create an amazing team, and that teamwork and helping each other out, and really creating this amazing burst of energy and passion. It helps everybody get off the ground. It's so exciting. So the next week we're going to be talking about how you get to do that. How you're going to be able to structure that 20 people in 30 days. Thank you so much. And I know we went over, but I hope you enjoyed it. Lots of love. Take care. And we will see you soon.